Most leadership workshops are either too long or too fluffy. You've probably sat in those half-day or full-day sessions where the slides keep coming and the energy dies after the coffee. And after 2 weeks, nothing has really changed. That's why I structure my leadership workshops to run 90 minutes. No, it's not about cutting corners. It's about focusing on what exactly works and what moves behavior, and removing all the rest that doesn't. In this video, I'll show you why 90 minutes are long enough to shift how a leader thinks and acts if you structure the workshop correctly. This is the Awakening channel. We help leaders to protect and upgrade what makes them human in a world that's moving faster than ever. If you are in HR or leadership and development, or you are a leader who wants more than just another inspirational talk, hit subscribe and stay tuned to our content for talent development. Let's be honest, leaders are busy, often double-booked, running on low attention, dealing with constant change. So when they hear we have scheduled a full-day workshop for you, their first reaction isn't, "Oh great, development," but rather, "Oh no, another lost day." Long sessions create 3 problems. First, attention decay. After about 60 to 90 minutes, most people's ability to absorb and apply new ideas drop sharply. Second, content overload. Now, the longer the session, the more we attempt to cram in models and frameworks, so participants leave with a heavy workbook but have no idea what to apply on Monday. And third, low repeatability. Full-day workshops are very hard to schedule regularly, so they become rare events rather than part of the culture. So as a coach and facilitator, the question I have to ask myself is, what if we accept human attention limits and design for them rather than fighting them? For me, 90 minutes for coaching a particular skill is the sweet spot. It's long enough to move beyond inspiration into real practice, yet it's short enough for a senior leader to genuinely commit, to show up present and not feel like the whole week has just disappeared. But here's the thing. A 90-minute workshop is not a mini lecture. It's a high-intensity learning sprint. That means every minute has a job. Now, roughly speaking, I focus on 4 things. Create emotional relevance, help the leaders see themselves clearly, introduce one particular shift which they can actually use, and anchor a commitment to use it in the real world. Now notice what's missing? There's no 10-model theory tour, no endless case studies, no group discussions, which could have been emails. But Vincent, you may ask, can 90 minutes really change how someone leads? Well, here is what research and experience both show. Behavior doesn't change because we sit in the room longer. It changes when 3 things happen. First, a meaningful insight, one that resonates and creates an impact inside us. Oh, why I haven't thought of that earlier. And second, a safe experiment, the opportunity to try something new and practical in a low-risk environment. And third, a specific next step, knowing exactly when and where you can and will try this next. Now, if your workshop can deliver those 3, the odds of behavioral change improve significantly. And that's why when I design a 90-minute session, I often ask these 3 questions. Where is the exact moment they realize something important about themselves as a leader? How do they get to practice a new shift while I'm still in the room? And how will I help them choose one real conversation or situation to apply this to in the next week? Now, if I can answer those, 90 minutes is not only enough, it's often better than a full day because leaders leave with clarity, not overloaded. Here is a very simple example. In one of my sessions on coaching conversations, we don't spend the whole day talking about coaching theory. Instead, we start with a real leadership situation that involved some regret everyone can relate to. Then I offer a simple lens that explains why we often default to telling, instructing, instead of coaching. Then I introduce one small shift, a specific way to open a conversation differently. For example, by asking clean questions without judging. Then let them practice, briefly but honestly, with someone else in the room. Now by the end, they haven't just heard about coaching, they have felt what a different conversation is like, and they have chosen one real person to practice it with tomorrow. Now is that the whole design? No, but this gives you a sense of how focused a 90-minute session can be when we are ruthless about what actually matters. So is 90 minutes enough to transform a leader? Not if we treat it like a mini lecture, but yes, if we treat it like a concentrated experience that delivers. One meaningful insight, one real practice, and one concrete commitment. Now that's what I aim for every time I step into a training room. If you are in HR or training and development, and if you are tired of workshops that look good on paper but don't move the needle, try to design a series of impactful 90-minute sessions instead. Now you may tailor your series of workshops around specific themes like navigating organization change, leading performance appraisal, or building a customer-centric service culture, etc. Please feel free to DM me if you need help with workshop design that actually works without needing another full day offsite to feel inspired again. In the meantime, please subscribe to the Awakening channel for more practical ways to lead like a human, efficiently, intentionally, and impactfully. Thank you for watching.